Hello everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hiram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hiram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect... Ow. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hiram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routines. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Before we start the video, I just want to say, you guys, I'm going to be visiting 3 different cities to do meetups: Seattle, Los Angeles, and Chicago. If you want to see the times, dates, locations, go to the link in my description box below. I provide all the information there, but I would absolutely love to meet you guys in person. If you are in any of those cities, please, please, please consider meeting me, because I just want to give you a hug and thank you for all the support that you've shown me. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there. If you are not aware, Walmart has released a new skincare line called Cleen Beauty. Not C-L-E-A-N beauty, C-L-E-E-N. Yeah. But speaking of Walmart, oh my lord, do you know what is one of my biggest pet peeves? I don't know what triggered this. I think the iced coffee did. Biggest pet peeves is when people say Wally World. I don't know why, it just enrages me. I cannot, ow. Like when people are like, get in the car, Barbara, we're going to Wally World. Oh, ugh. I hate that. That term should be banned from the English dictionary. Merriam-Webster, please take notes. Wow, that was a tangent. Anyway, you guys have been really good about sending different skincare brands to me. I love it when you do that shit, because I'm able to discover like brand new products and brands that I may be interested in. And sure enough, Cleen Beauty was one that I got many a times. The first person, I believe, being from Khaki. She has a YouTube channel. I will leave it in the description box down below. She's really cool, like a really genuine and authentic person, which can be difficult to find online these days. But she had sent it to me and she was really skeptical about the brand, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy some of the products and I'm going to try them out for myself. Overall, my experiences with this brand have been really surprising. It was not what I expected. Yeah. I'm still a little shocked, which is why I want to share like my thoughts and opinions with you guys instead of just talking in such a vague fashion. Hiram, Jesus, just get to the point. Let's just get into it. So Cleen Beauty is a brand that I believe, from what I've seen so far, exclusively sold at Walmart, because I believe it is a company that is founded and created by Walmart. A lot of companies have been doing this with cosmetic brands because cosmetic companies are making so much freaking money. They basically allot a bunch of money for their own little brand and then just mass produce and sell it to as many people as possible to make a quick buck, which, you know, I'm not going to deny the intelligence behind that, but a lot of times it just means shitty brands. But Cleen Beauty was one that captured my attention because the entire philosophy of the brand is a very minimalistic approach, which I definitely appreciate, because I like to think that I'm a minimalist, but then when I actually look around my room and see all the skincare in boxes piled upon each other, I'm like, you know what? I think I've chosen a career path that does not allow me to be a minimalist. So be it. All of the products are made in the USA, which I think is awesome because that eliminates potential slave labor in the manufacturing process. All of the products are cruelty-free and vegan, and they are formulated without all of the signature Cleen brand ingredients, a lot of which don't really have a lot of substantial evidence showing that these ingredients are bad, but it's just kind of like a given now that a lot of companies will formulate without parabens, sulfates, mineral oil, different things like that that are deemed to be unclean. Now, a lot of people, when they first saw this, they were like, ugh, Walmart, the peasantry. I would never buy my skincare from Walmart. But here's actually a really cool thing and why I was happy that Walmart is releasing their own brand. A lot of people aren't aware of this because Walmart is rolling out for the year 2020, but Walmart has created an entire list of new standards for any brands that are being sold in Walmart to adhere by. Really strict sustainability and fair trade standards. Basically what this means is that all of the products that are sold at Walmart now have to fit within certain environmental sustainability and recycling guides, as well as companies have to have a really clear understanding of where their ingredients are sourced from, the manufacturing process, to ensure that no slave labor or very little slave labor is used as much as possible. And I think that is incredible because there is so much waste being created. There is so much forced labor within every industry, and we really need huge companies like Walmart, global business leaders, to be able to set the forefront as to what will be expected and what won't be. So the fact that Cleen Beauty is one of Walmart's skincare brands is ensuring that you are having a much more ethical process of creation, whereas with other brands, a lot of times we just really don't know. In addition, a percentage of all purchases goes to their organization called Look Good, Feel Better, which helps empower cancer fighters with moments of feeling beautiful through makeup transformation, hair transformation, different things like that. It's a cool organization. The majority of the products range from like $7 to $12 from what I've seen, which is definitely affordable and super accessible to people of all different incomes. Also, all of the packaging is recyclable, which I definitely appreciate. All right, now that we know the brand, let's move on to the products. Per my usual fashion, I will be rating these from my least favorite to my, starting with the Vitamin C Papaya Glow Serum. It claims that this serum is supposed to brighten the face like vitamin C usually does, but also in addition, add a little bit of glowiness and hydration to the skin as well. It's formulated with sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which is a more stable form of vitamin C that's pretty popular in a lot of vitamin C products from what I can see, as well as sodium hyaluronate, which is a concentrated form of hyaluronic acid that helps to absorb moisture from the air into our skin. And then there are so many plant extracts. I'm talking like 20, which I personally think is a good thing because I see them as really beneficial plant extracts. As for ingredients I don't like on that plant extract tangent, and usually what I find in a lot of like vitamin C or glowy serums is that there are citrus extracts, specifically tangerine, mandarin orange, orange peel, and grapefruit extract. All of those are similar to essential oils in that they can increase sensitivity within the skin and they're very unstable, creating possible irritation on our skin. No, they're not as irritating as essential oils, but they're still irritating to the skin and in my opinion just really unnecessary in a product. And the fact that there's 4 different citrus extracts is just a big no for me. Now my experience with this serum was like, okay, it does absorb into the skin, but I found that it leaves my skin really sticky. And I'm okay with a little bit of like tackiness because it helps the moisturizer to really like cling to your skin. But when it's super sticky, I get a little bit turned off. But overall, I'm just not really a fan of this product, and here's why. In the ingredient list, you find so many different types of plant extracts, which can be really beneficial, but they can also pose a risk of irritation, specifically because they are alongside vitamin C. If you don't know my thoughts on vitamin C, I think it's an okay ingredient. There can be benefits, but typically it's so unstable that you're not going to see the benefits for very long before it goes bad. And that risk of vitamin C turning can cause a lot of sensitivity to the skin. And when it's paired with all of those citrus extracts, which can also turn and be potentially irritating, I just think that this is a little bit too much for my skin. Like I would be nervous about applying this to my skin every single day over the course of a long period of time, just because of those potential sensitivity factors. Is it a bad ingredient list? Not necessarily, except for the citrus extracts, but it's just a little bit too risky in my opinion, which is why I'm not going to be using it anymore. Moving on to the next product. It's the Rosehip Jelly Cleanser, and I do have to say this is a really good price, $7 for 6 fluid ounces. As for ingredients I like, it has rosehip oil, which if you guys are wondering, rosehip oil is different from Rosa Damascena oil. Rosa Damascena oil is a fragrant essential oil, while rosehip oil is a hydrating antioxidant oil that's really good for the skin. It also has chinaberry extract, which is a plant extract that I don't find in many products. It's a really good antioxidant for the skin, and honestly, I was really impressed to see it in this ingredient list because I was like, oh wow, Clean Beauty is out here doing something different. And in addition, it's also formulated with a bunch of algae extracts as well as aloe vera extract, all of which are really hydrating to the skin. As for ingredients I don't like in this, it has geraniol and citrullinal, which are both fragrant essential oil style ingredients that I don't like in my skincare. However, I am okay with it because it is in a cleanser, which is a wash-off treatment, which means you're not going to see a lot of irritation on your skin unless you have extremely sensitive skin. So I don't have a problem with it. Overall, my thoughts on this, it was fine. It was a good cleanser. Did its job. Did it really deeply cleanse my pores? No, not really, but it also didn't like leave my skin feeling like I didn't clean it at all. The thing I don't like about this is that, it smells like rose. And I hate rose. You guys are probably thinking, hire me, dumb bitch, it says Rosehip Jelly Cleanser on the title. But rosehip oil is a non-fragrant oil, so I honestly thought going into this product that this wasn't going to smell like rose. And then it did. And I fucking hate that. I hate the smell of rose. So for that reason, I'm not going to continue using this cleanser. But overall, over the few weeks that I used it, I really enjoyed my experience with it. I was like, you know what? This is fine. For $7, it's a good cleanser. I wouldn't have a problem recommending this. For the third product is their Mineral SPF 30 Face Moisturizer. As for ingredients, this is formulated with 12% zinc oxide. Zinc oxide, in my opinion, is the best sunscreen ingredient available in the United States because it just has skin soothing benefits, it's non-irritating to the face, and it provides the most protection you can basically get out of a sunscreen. And what's also cool about it is that this is not formulated with titanium dioxide. Titanium dioxide can be a skin sensitizer, and that's typically why I like to go more towards sunscreens that are only formulated with zinc oxide, and this definitely comes through with that. It's also formulated with glycerin, shea butter, and sodium hyaluronidates, which are all hydrating emollient ingredients that work similarly to a moisturizer. My main problem with this is that when I first got it and I used it, let me show you like how it looks on the skin. So I put it on my face, and I rubbed it in and I was like, oh my gosh, this sunscreen is so good. Like there's no white cast, but it's a zinc oxide only sunscreen. Holy shit, I may have found my favorite sunscreen out there. And then, because I'm a stupid bitch, after like a week of using it, I looked at the name of the product and I was like, oh, it's a face moisturizer. It's not a sunscreen. Oops. If you are wondering, like, well, what's the difference? When you have a pure sunscreen product, it is focused on providing the most protection from the sun for your skin. It is formulated solely to do that. When you have a moisturizer that's also a sunscreen, that sunscreen factor can be diluted a lot, and depending on how much moisturizer you use, it's going to significantly affect the protection factor that you are getting on your skin. And personally, I think it is much better to go in with a moisturizer and then follow up with your sunscreen, because you're able to just ensure that you're getting the best protection possible. Hence why I never really recommend like sunscreen moisturizers on my channel. But overall, I have to say this is a really good product. I notice very little white cast on my skin, which is always good for a zinc oxide based moisturizer or sunscreen. I think it works fine as a daily moisturizer, and someone who's, you know, just getting into skincare, starting into it, may not want to use multiple products for their skincare routine, but I just don't think it's the best protection possible that you could be getting. And I think it would be better if you were to, you know, just use this as your moisturizer and then follow up with the sunscreen on top of it. And then for the final and my favorite product, I can't fucking find it everywhere. I was trying to find this product everywhere and I just couldn't. I've gotten to the point where my room needs a complete overhaul because there is just skincare everywhere. One of the challenges about filming videos is that I always have to be pulling the products back out over and over and over again, which just leads to like a constant mess, which also means that I lose my products really quickly, and I can't find this one, especially because it's big. It is the Cooling Eggplant Eye Balm. Now, when I was shopping clean beauty online, I was instantly intrigued by this product because I always like it when brands release a product that's just different from what you can find on the market. Like, I don't want the same cleanser, moisturizer, serum. Like, I want something that's really unique and different. And when I saw that they were utilizing eggplant in this eye balm, I was like, ooh, I'm intrigued, girl. Let me get a look at this. The main ingredients it's formulated with are obviously eggplant extract, which doesn't have a ton of research backing it up. Eggplant extract is a good antioxidant for the skin. It's also formulated with glycerin, a hydrating ingredient, china berry, that same extract I was talking about before, algae extracts, coffee oil, green tea extract, and sodium hyaluronate, all of which are really hydrating and antioxidant heavy ingredients, which I personally like for the under eye area, which needs, you know, a little bit of encouragement and stability because it is such a sensitive area of the face. This is the best face and eye balm that I've ever used because I typically hate balms. Usually they're way too thick, they're way too heavy. You literally feel like you're swiping grease onto your skin. I love this one because it glided on so easily, sinks into the skin really quickly. Overall, when I looked at this ingredient list, I was like, wow, this is a product that I definitely like. But I will say the only thing I don't like about this product is that, similar to the serum, it has so many different types of plant extracts, which I personally see as really beneficial, because my philosophy with antioxidant heavy plant extracts is like the more the better, but someone who experiences some type of sensitive skin could see some reactions to it. So that's the only downside to this product that I will say. Overall, I'm really sad I can't find it because I want to keep using this product, and honestly it worked really well in addition to an eye cream. So I'm bummed out that I can't find it. I may have to rebuy it. I don't want to. So now, knowing the thoughts of my product, here are my overall thoughts on the brand, the good and the bad. So I have to say, as for positives, I think that this brand is a good basic brand. They are providing good quality skincare to people who may be brand new to skincare or who may not be able to afford a lot of other options. And they're available at Walmart, arguably one of the most accessible store locations in the US. I love that the brand is focused on sustainable packaging, clean ingredients, and working alongside Walmart's new standards for 2020. And I also appreciate the vision of the brand: simple, minimal, effective skincare. Sometimes we can get way too caught up in just product overload, the fancy ingredients, the expensive price points, and forget about the whole reason, like, why we're doing this, just to take care of our skin. And I really like that simple, minimalistic standpoint. As for what I don't like that some of the products are formulated with citrus extracts, which can be irritating to the skin. And while I do like plant extracts, I worry about like how many plant extracts they formulate their products with, because you are just increasing possible irritation in people who have really sensitive skin. But in my opinion, the ingredients that they formulate with are way better than the majority of products that you're going to find at Sephora or other luxury store locations. I was really impressed with the amount of extracts that they have access to that they can formulate in these products to be beneficial for the skin. When I first approached this brand, I was like, oh boy, Walmart skincare. This is going to be fragranced as fuck, basic ass skincare that I am not going to be interested in. But contrary to what I was expecting, I actually really liked these products, and I think they are definitely a good brand for people to be introduced to when it comes to skincare. After using this, you can build upon your knowledge and find a lot of better options out there. But being that this brand is so accessible and so low price points, honestly, I don't have a problem with it. I think they're doing great. I am a fan of Clean Beauty. I bet that surprised you guys, because in a lot of the messages that I've seen of people requesting me to talk about Clean Beauty, you guys were ready for me to just thrash this brand apart. Thrash? Trash? Thrash is a word. Yes, thrash is a word. I'm not crazy. But surprise, bitch, I ended up liking it. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos. Ooh, there's wow. Tripping over my words. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.